Is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about. Real, honest, entertaining, live. DBL starts right now.
3, 2.
Welcome to DBL. It's Tuesday, December 15th. I'm Jeff here with my friends Al and Brandon.
Hey.
And you guys smell that?
What's that?
It's a little dude stew cooking up.
Ooh,
Look at it.
dude. That's a weird way to put that.
I feel like your wife has been like, it smells like dudes in this house. Like when she comes home, it's just you and the boys.
Oh, man.
She's like, we need to sage this, get a candle going.
She does that.
Yeah.
If you ever see a candle, like when I'm doing the show from home, she lights a candle. She goes, it smells like man in here.
Yeah.
Even from my 2 little boys, she's like, that's enough man. She can't handle it.
It's a musk.
So I hope you guys could handle it out there.
Look, if we didn't have to talk about Carrie Underwood today, I think we'd be talking about the Browns-Ravens game last night. But this is an entertainment
Might
show.
want to just dip our toes in that water, Al. What happened?
Yeah, watch our viewership decrease. We lost.
Listen, entertainment. That's entertainment. That was the best game of the year, I thought, for football. Anyways, we'll touch on some things you guys want to talk about. Like New Year's Eve in Times Square, it's going to look a lot different than it did last year, but the show must go on. Jennifer Lopez will headline Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve from an empty Times Square. Ryan Seacrest will host again, and Andy Cohen and Anderson Cooper will be back on CNN, but unlike in 2019, they won't be interacting with the crowd because there won't be one. I wonder if they're going to be doing shots, though. That's my favorite part of it, too. And the iconic Times Square ball drop won't happen in the same way. The ball will be dropped virtually this year, so I guess people watching at home won't even know the difference, right?
Can the ball get COVID? Why can't they drop the ball?
Because I think if you bring too much of an attraction to Times Square, people are going to try to get in there.
Yeah, I see.
Not like Jennifer Lopez isn't a big attraction for people wanting to go see
Brandon,
it.
I was just going to say, what a year for Jennifer Lopez. Our own Tori Shulman reminded...
We're not talking about any women on this show.
Tori reminded me yesterday, it seems like a million years ago, J-Lo and Shakira did the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
So way to bookend 2020. I mean, it's been a rough year for a lot of people, but nice for J-Lo.
But I think you book her because of how entertaining she is going to be. I mean, just think, you're going to be at home, we're going to be on Zoom meetings with family, Zoom meeting with friends, and the next thing you know, they're going to be like, oh, no, J-Lo's on, and you know she is going to entertain. She is one of the most prolific and greatest entertainers of our generation. So I just look at it, I'm glad we can do it through Zoom this year, have our cheers, because there's always going to be that one drunk family member you really want to put on mute. And now you get your opportunity to do so.
Al,
Grandma, you've had enough.
Grandma's the drunk family member?
No, I'm just joking.
Al, you told me before even 2020 started about like the Facebook portal. Now there's other things, there's Amazon and stuff. That saved me through, I mean, everyone has FaceTime or some sort of FaceTime, but the Facebook portal, that thing, it's such a great Christmas idea if you guys haven't been Christmas shopping yet. But you just put it up, it's kind of like this, and I'm not getting paid for this. It's such a great investment for what's going on, and you put it up there, you can do all sorts of funny faces with the kids, so thank you for that.
Oh, you are welcome. It saved me. You know, obviously I'm here in Colorado, my kids are in Los Angeles, so pre-pandemic I was going home every weekend, and now this is giving me a chance to at least see my mom in 2020 because I couldn't see her physically. So yeah, the Facebook portal, things aren't great, but at least we have some tools.
Yeah, and there's all different options, so check it out. It's great. All right, Jeff Bridges, the dude, updated his fans on his battle with lymphoma. The actor posted this photo on Instagram, looking relaxed with a newly shaved head and his new puppy, Monty. Jeff turned 71 yesterday and said he's feeling good. Jeff has been keeping his fans informed about his treatment since being diagnosed with cancer back in October. He's done over 76 movies. I just looked up how many movies Jeff Bridges has done, but he's always the dude to me. Always the dude to me.
Yeah, I mean, and I really do like the fact that he got a puppy, and I'll tell you why. I like that because the puppy is starting its life, and just being around new life I really think helps. And having this kind of weird thing that human beings have, this personal obligation to shepherd things through their life, and he's like, I need to beat this to make sure I see this puppy grow up and have a good life. So just those little things I think will help him, Brandon.
Yeah, and just putting that image out there with the smile and the puppy, I've always wondered why someone would want to share these moments like the Alec Trebek and this guy, Jeff Bridges, where Chadwick Boseman kind of internalized it and kept it in-house. But you realize when you read through the comments and the well wishes, how many people, how this normalizes these diseases, because so many people have family members or friends that are going through it. And it's like when you see a Jeff Bridges smiling with a puppy, you get that inspiration to go to that person who's going through it that you know and kind of well wish them and to bring up their mood and all. So I like what he's doing, and like you said, Jeff, 76 movies, he'll always be the dude to me as well.
Always be the dude. And like you were saying, I think it makes it easier to talk about.
Yeah.
If someone in your family, especially around the holidays, you don't want to bring that up or don't want to ruin their mood, it's like, hey, Jeff Bridges did this. This is how are you dealing with this? It makes it a little easier to get that conversation rolling if the person does want to have that conversation.
Especially when people are feeling more isolated than ever. So, yeah.
Yes. All right. Blake Shelton has confessed that he hid Gwen Stefani's engagement ring in his truck. Okay. Gwen has been proudly showing off this huge sparkler, not his, on Instagram, but on the Bobby Bones show, Blake said his truck may not have been the best place for it. Let's watch.
The scariest thing was I had that ring in the compartment on my door of my truck for about a week. And I don't know about you, but stuff falls out of that damn thing on my truck all the time. I'm digging in there looking for a flashlight or change, and I kept thinking, man, somebody's going to hit the jackpot whenever I drop this thing out of my truck. But luckily, because I wanted to keep it in there all the time because I didn't know when I would have the exact right moment. But thank God I didn't lose the ring.
Brian, you ever think about this? Were you going to hide that ring when the day comes?
Well, I did have my Super Bowl ring in my truck one time. I got released from the Pittsburgh Steelers. I was a nomad. I was pretty much living out of my car, bouncing around from friends' houses while I was waiting for another opportunity. And I had it in a compartment of a compartment in a compartment. And it got broken in. Remember the old school GPS devices? I was in Passaic, New Jersey, and someone went and broke into the car. You could have taken all my clothes, all my shoes, my ring. They took the GPS. That's all they took was the GPS. So disaster diverted.
You know what though, Brandon? It's just like I was listening to that story and I was like, when you're a kid, you hear about like you're gonna be this and everything's gonna be perfect in your life. But I think what the example he gave is really what life is. You're a professional football player. Yep. You're on top. You lose everything. You're living in your car with a Super Bowl ring. Think about the juxtaposition and like the mental stretch that you have to make where you're like, I achieved my dreams, but I'm still in my car. And I think that's the harder thing is like trying to figure out what your next step is. And it's not as easy as like, oh, should I go to the next, Super Bowl banquet or whatever and have everybody flood to my feet? It's like, no. It's like, what am I going to do? Crash on my friend's couch, hope I get another gig.
Yeah, but when you're crashing on the couch, if I would have lost that ring, and I was crashing on the couch, I might not be here right now.
No.
Yeah.
No, that was deep. That was deep.
That was. No, I understand everything you're saying, Al, because like this is what the kids of this generation needs to know, that sometimes life is a roller coaster of emotions and a roller coaster when it comes to your success. And that was just what happened at the time.
It never stops.
Going up to Canada.
It never stops.
Yeah.
I hid we lived in this tiny one-bedroom apartment in LA when I got married or engaged to Jordan, and I hid the ring. We had drawers under our bed, so I took a drawer out and put it under the bed.
Oh, that's good.
And then like put the drawer back in there. So I was like, we've never been robbed. I don't know. Now all of a sudden I'm like, I'm going to get robbed and someone's going to find that ring. So I was super nervous. And Jordan at the time, I tell this story all the time. And if the girls are on the show, thank God they're not, because they'd be making fun of me. They'd be like, you tell this story all the time. But she was crying to her mom how bad she wanted to get engaged, that she was going to leave me if we didn't get engaged soon. And little did she know she was sleeping on top of the ring for like 3 weeks.
Things are always what they seem.
Not exactly.
Not exactly.
All right. Carrie Underwood is giving us all closet envy. Good transition here. The country singer posted this pic on Instagram, modeling with her comfy sweatpants in her giant walk-in closet that also features a washer and dryer. Fans were quick to notice the appliances, with one using the hashtag closet goals. All right, well, this is going to be tough to tackle with 3 guys on the panel, but I can't answer this.
I want that closet?
Yes.
Have you ever lived in an apartment that doesn't have a washer or dryer in it at all, and you got to go like to a laundromat or go down the hall?
Yes.
The
My first
worst.
apartment in LA. Yeah, it's just because also, especially if you have to do it on Saturdays, and you just get there and just somebody has their clothes in there all Saturday morning because they're clearly hungover and passed out, so you got to touch somebody's sweatpants.
I'm sorry, that's me, Al.
Yeah, come on,
people
Brandon.
get mad. That's you?
That's me. The people, when I first moved to Denver, people in my building used to always come leave Post-its. Can you please come get your stuff out of the washer or the dryer? Or they just leave it on the washing machine, because on a Sunday, little hungover, maybe, maybe not. I'd go down there, throw the clothes in, but sometimes you just don't feel like going down there and getting them for a little bit. But I'm not like that anymore.
There we go.
Speaking of the roller coaster, you're on the way up from that.
He can't go back to that
boils my
apartment.
blood when I go down there, and you just want to get it done and get it over because you're already mad about doing it. Then you go down there a half hour later, then an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours. Then you take the clothes out, and then they're like, right when you're doing it, they come in and they're like, what are you touching my stuff for? And you're like, I've been down here like 5 times.
But back to that closet, that's my goal. I want to have a closet big enough where I have a watch section. I have a pocket square section, obviously suits, jackets, nice shoes displayed. I want that closet. I want to just be able to get lost in there.
But are you guys would you be the type that's gonna hang your clothes up by colors? Would you order it by colors? Are you one of those people?
No.
Okay, just
no,
like,
I want to enjoy it, but you kind of do want to play with that. Maybe even the section for cufflinks. That's when you know you made it.
Ooh.
But when you got
big
more
dreams,
than
Al
10
Jackson.
cufflinks.
Al's accessories.
How do you get to and from your yacht?
Helicopter. Come on, Jeff. Don't be silly.
But go back to that. Can we put that photo up real quick? I get the closet. Oh, okay. I was going to say, where do you fold all the clothes there? I guess right on top.
I don't think she's folding a lot of clothes, Jeff.
You don't think she folds her own clothes?
I think she's got 9 people to do that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Here's my problem. If you have that in your bedroom, right? Your house is huge. You have all that. You throw a wet towel in there. You wash it. Then you forget it's in there, and then you got that moldy wet towel smell, which I can't stand.
Well, you can't smell it in that giant closet. So it kind of dissipates like when it's inside of the Dallas Cowboy Stadium. Like you're not going to smell that.
All right, boys, we got through that.
Yeah.
We got through that. We did a good job, I thought.
I want that closet.
Very sensitive. Coming up on DBL, Wonder Woman star Gal Gadot just tried Taco Bell for the very first time. So we're remembering our first experiences with certain foods. And next, we're sharing behind-the-scenes secrets from your favorite Christmas movies. This is going to be good. Welcome back to DBL. It's that time of year to rewatch some of our favorite Christmas classics. But here are some little-known facts about some of those films, okay? So according to BuzzFeed, in Home Alone, the prop department originally created a fake tarantula to put on Daniel Stern's face, but the director insisted on using a real one, and his name was Barry. Good move, good move. You would have caught that
I've had a
fake
real tarantula on my head.
Really?
Yes. I went to a outdoor wildlife park and I got to go backstage because I was filming a show, and they put one on my head. They're used to people.
Yeah, I ate one time.
Oh,
It was
my
cooked.
goodness.
I was in a different country. All right. There was a real family living in the Home Alone house during the making of the film. That's kind of
Wow.
weird, right? Now they would buy it out, I think. Don't you think?
You think?
Yeah, now they would just get the whole thing out. But I've been filming in places where if you do like commercials and things like that, the family's still around. You know, you're there
Really?
for a couple days. At least my budget films and things are.
That's cool.
That's a great pickup line, you know. That's my room right there. You know, that's my room.
Oh, yeah, that's what I'd be doing. I'd be like, oh, I'm stuck. I'm out of the house. I'm going to film in another movie.
Bruce Willis is eating all the cheese. Bruce Willis, I went with. Wow. All right. Remember President Trump's cameo in Home Alone 2? Well, apparently he allowed the crew to shoot in the Plaza Hotel, which he owned at the time, as long as they would put him in the movie.
Sounds very Trump.
It does sound. It sounds a little too Trumpy.
I remember hearing about that because remember there was that issue in Canada where they said they took his scene out of Home Alone 2 when it airs there, and so I had read that. I had read that story. That's interesting.
Wow, that is interesting. All right, you had enough, or you thirsty for more?
More.
You know what that's from? I put that in there.
Did you?
Yeah, you don't know what that's from?
No, I do not. No. Wait,
We just been talking about it.
But wait, does Al know where that's from?
No.
Okay.
You don't know what that line is from?
I can get. It's probably Elf because that's your.
No,
Because you read
Home
the
Alone.
prompter.
We just did 2 stories about Home Alone. Remember?
Well,
When
I
he's
have
the Nerf
issues with
gun?
Home Alone.
My
We don't
kids
have-
watch it 1,000 times. Sorry. Someone at home was screaming at the TV. All right, you know that scene in Elf? Now my favorite story. Will Ferrell walks through the streets and interacts with people. Remember he's waving at people like hailing cabs? Well, they're not actors, just random New Yorkers.
No way.
Wow.
That's the Upper West Side because random New Yorkers are not going to be so happy in a.
They're not going to be happy to see an elf running the streets?
Absolutely not. They're going to move out of the way. I have to make my train.
No, a lot of people wouldn't like that, man. Like,
What?
My girl would not want to be on camera at all.
But here's the thing. I'm pretty sure you have to sign some kind of waiver saying that you're in the movie because I don't think they could just put you in the movie without your consent.
Can you get residuals? I'm random guy
not.
number
You're-
4.
You're signing away everything.
Yeah.
You're signing away everything. All right, coming up on DBL, actress Gal Gadot tries Taco Bell for the first time in her life. So we're sharing our favorite food memories coming up next.
I have a good one.
Welcome back to DBL. Last night, Jimmy Fallon put Wonder Woman star Gal Gadot's taste buds to the test. She tried eggnog for the first time, but it was not a hit. She didn't like it.
What?
I love me some eggnog. Jimmy also gave her some Taco Bell. Now, Taco Bell and eggnog, I don't know about that combination, which she had never had before either. Let's watch.
Here we go. Taco Bell for the first time. Look at those eyes, they're sparkling. That was a win. Oh, I'll take that. Yes.
This is the best so far.
I love that too.
Flavorful,
Right?
it's salty,
I'm so happy.
different textures.
Oh, I almost
feel
want
like
to
I'm in
play a
mustard.
replay of your face because it was honestly like, oh, this actually is good. This one, yeah, I would never try to trick you, just so you know. I'd never do that
Oh,
to
it's
you.
really good.
Taco Bell's new spokeswoman.
That's how you know it's good when you're dancing, when you're eating it.
Why was Jimmy Fallon dressed like a mugger? Did you see what he had on? What's going on there in the wardrobe department?
Hey, it's COVID times. Let him go. Let him go. Are you guys fans of eggnog?
I love eggnog.
Why would you even ask this human being
love
that?
eggnog.
This is
I love
his-
it. Well, it's hit or miss.
Our
I think it's
very
your
own-
favorite drink.
Our very own Sharon got me the eggnog candy, and it's gone. She got it for me 2 days ago. It's gone.
Wow.
It's gone. I love
There's,
eggnog.
how about black licorice? I'm a huge fan.
Jeff,
Man.
you like those like 1915s candies. Like those,
Black licorice is 1950.
That was like a treat when you got done tending to the horses. Yeah, that's not
How about
food.
you? Is there anything that you have never tried that's kind of common?
I've never had caviar or escargot, but I do have, and this is a random story, I did have sea urchin for the first time. It's called uni. And when you go to a sushi place, there's usually like an asterisk that says there are no refunds because it's such a weird thing to try. But I tried that at probably the weirdest date I've ever had.
Did you
in my
like
life. Not the way it was delivered.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
it's a weird taste. It's very slimy. The texture is very slimy.
you've had it before?
I've had it before.
You put
yeah.
hot sauce on it?
You could.
Okay.
Yeah, you could.
Put hot
but
sauce
it's
on
you're at and they got a hot sauce at Asian
I don't
places.
think they'd like that.
Or Japanese. How about you? Have you ever?
It's you eat it all the time. What's pho? Oh,
You never had
even-
pho? It's
Never had it. Never,
Whoa,
to
it's
me,
so good.
I think I've had it before because growing up we ate oodles and noodles, so all that looks
That's
like
not
is
pho,
fancy.
bro. You're
oodle.
disrespected.
Oh, really?
You got to go to a real pho place.
Really?
It's got to be like you definitely like when you go to the bathroom. There's like toilet paper stacked up. Like they
hope
use the
there's
bathroom as like also a storage closet. Like that's a real. Employees are always eating at another table during like it's a real mom and pop. Like the daughter is ringing
Oh,
you
yeah.
up.
Okay.
Like,
Family.
They're
Okay.
very like non-fancy, but like the kind of more hole in the wall it is. I'm with it.
Basically, it's like same as like noodle soup. You could get chicken, vegetable, whatever, and they slice like chicken in there. But the thing is, they put fish sauce in there with a little hot sauce. Basil is like the key
Scallions.
ingredient. Scallions, yeah, and it's like such a great winter soup.
Oh,
You would
it's
love
great.
it. You would
Brandon,
love
All
it.
right, I'm gonna try it.
It's an interesting taste.
Pho.
Pho. Have you guys ever heard of a balut egg?
No, is that a whale egg?
No, listen, it's kind of a little graphic, but I was in Southeast Asia and I wasn't feeling too good because I was filming something and one of my camera's guys got sick and I was feeling a little queasy and then they wanted me to eat this balut egg. Google it. I couldn't do it. And it was for a TV show. I'm like, I can't do it right now. I can't do it. But that was the one thing I turned down. It's pretty disgusting.
And you've eaten some
I've
pretty
eaten
exotic
everything,
cuisine.
but this one, I don't want to describe it. Google it and you'll be grossed out.
So after that, what's the next worst one? Really quick.
Tarantula? How was that?
I've eaten a tarantula. That was fine. It was
you
like,
can't gloss over that. Was it fried? Like
It was fried. Yeah, it was
pan-seared?
fried. I ate that in Cambodia. It was fried. It tasted like a shrimp. It tasted like a shrimp, like beef jerky with a shrimp shell.
Okay.
Wasn't that bad. But balut egg kind of drew the line. We'll be right back.
Promotional consideration is brought to you by
Welcome back to DBL. We love sharing your comments. Peter from Facebook says the dude abides. Hopefully Bridges will get better soon from all this here as well. And Jerry from Facebook says, Al, what's your problem with Home Alone?
There are just some holes in that movie. They're just
Really quick, just give a couple.
What do you mean? Of course, the whole premise is a hole. You couldn't go.
Okay, first of all, he's running around the Upper West Side of Manhattan like he knows where he's going. He never
That's
has to
part
stop.
two.
He never has to stop for directions. Also, I would just think that maybe the family would return after they knew that he was gone, but they just stayed. So there were just a lot of holes that I don't have time to get into.
Wow, DBL's new every day. We'll be back tomorrow. See you guys.
Thank you.